Man, this has been absolutely hilarious within the whole shit show within the UK, especially since the we know what that lawsuit it's about. It's about squeezing money, a lot of money, to keep alive the regime of United Kingdom. So of course we were expecting to see the most obvious, lame ass moron that has been trying so fucking hard to push his Stormfront through the most anti-consumer possible manners. And yes, we know that these guys say, "Oh, but I'm pro-developer." So something that needs to be repeated over and over again because sadly you have seen a lot of people out there believing this, believing it's a good idea be pro-developer when it comes to gaming. When you are creating a video game, what you want the most is to have the best service possible. Of course, your game has to be consistent, it has to be something that a target audience wants. That's obvious and important too. But also it's important when you offer a good service. How you can offer a good service? Well, primarily and foremost, don't rely on fucking third parties like the Nuvo, anti-cheat for the most part. When especially when we have seen a lot of these multiplayer games because they still committing the same fucking mistake that Triple A has been doing for more than a decade, which is globalizing the servers instead of putting dedicated servers or actually helping the ones that already bought the game to host up themselves because in the past it was easier when you used to see the servers and you just connected and it was just a quickly join. The matchmaking was faster, worked faster primarily because in, you were entering directly into that server instead of doing that matchmaking based on skill. But that's one example. The other one, of course, is when you are actually given even going further. Like for example, GOG. GOG allows you to sell your games without DRM. Indie games are taking that as a good offer, as a good service even. Because despite that, GOG to this day yet it is not an active support from them for Linux, but you have people already making it possible to run those GOG games on Linux. Still, the best part is they don't have DRM. Those files are free of those check marks that, for the most part, even from AAA video games, they have. Checking through a fucking server and you enter like that game Need for Speed the Run or even when GOG got themselves into that drama where they were selling a Hitman game that was doing a lot of fucking verifications to fucking Squeenix servers. Yeah, it was disgusting. That's when it comes to a good service. And that's why I mentioning this because from the most part on to this day, we haven't seen anything of that with Twin Sweeney and his shitty ass Stormfront, which is the Epic Games Storefront. Bribing with free games, but yes, I was the ones that first tested it, seeing what the developers were offering. And I remember it was this guy that did Super Meat Boy. He gave his game for free, the Super Meat Boy game, and it was a broken version, unpolished, boogie and broken. Yes, I thought when that fucker lost the goodwill that he built with me when I used to buy his games. Because I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember trying that one a fucking long time ago. They were the first games. And I was looking at that shit and, oh man, I cannot even play this. And what the hell happened to the music in this level? It's already changed and is outpaced. So, what could happen around that point? Could Last submit a review? Oh, of course not. Because Epic Games is so pro-developer that they don't want the consumer to have an opinion there. Oh man, at that point, yes. What the best option you could get? Either sticking to the old version that I already had onto other platforms, and I played that one on Xbox originally, Xbox 360. So yeah, you were seeing that, oh man, it's a fucking grave. Those free games are bribery, but even among those free games, yeah, the developers, if they fuck up, they were breaking your computer because their coding was so shit. Could you complain? No, you could only do it outside of their platform, which was social media, and you were seeing the average retard from those those social groups where they were going on the defense on Tinsini by the most lame ass excuse. But it's free. Why you're bitching about something that was free? I got the worst experience possible. Uh, Even if you are telling me it's free, it's not even fucking worth it. But also, let's be real here. Also, those developers, they are shooting themselves in the foot when they accept those exclusivity deals, when they want a platform that is pro-developer, because they are burning bridges with the pro-consumer crowd, which is the consumers, the ones that at the end of the day they are going to play, but most importantly, buy your game. But yeah, we have seen the exclusivity deals since Metro Exodus. Also, Tim Woolley, yeah, I forgot his name. The guy of Super Meat Boy, when he did Super Meat Boy Forever, yeah, he already lost money. He accepted the bribe to make his game exclusive for the Epic Game Store, and I hope it was worth it because, yeah, people were just waiting to either try and Steam or just straight up pirating it. And yes, even those games on the Epic Storefront could get pirated. So because even if they are going to back themselves there, yes, Team Sweeney just creating the same fucking service issue that Steam has brought to this day since their fucking launch, since Steam originally was created. And even Paranation here, that yes, he gets, Team Sweeney gets triggered at, at that image, and this is one of his ramblings. From Ryan Fleury said, if Valve's 30% transaction fee is outrageous, it's not, then others can simply provide alternatives and charge less. If players still don't want those alternatives, it's for a reason. The higher prices they see are worldwide for the various services involved. Or even, like I said, Epic Games Storefront. That one took years to have a card, a function so basic in even the average local storefront in your local town that they offer. It took them years, a company that made a lot of money through their engine, the Unreal Engine, they couldn't do that shit, but yes, they created a service issue. They, well, even at this one, I have to give credit to Tim Sweeney with with the bribes that gave to those developers. Those developers, well, with that decision made it possible for the rest of that really buy and play those games to give themselves an idea. Oh, so this developer didn't actually trusted his in his project, so he accepted that bribed money and he wanted me to go to that shitty storefront to get his game. That's it. I'm out. Or even if people that get bribes with the free games, like we have seen, they would rather get it on Steam or GOG on a better platform that actually offers them the security, offers them the support. Because even let's not forget that the controller support it was non-existent for the vast majority of their games on that when that fucking Stormfront launched. It was absolutely laughable. But anyway, yes, again, a service problem. And of course, he wants this lawsuit in the UK to succeed. He wants that fucker to creep Steam for a reason. Because he has lost so much fucking money running that storefront. Doesn't make any money. He's every single year that that hold in the revenue from that company, Epic Games, gets bigger and deeper. Primarily because, yes, at the end of the day, why would you want to buy something on that storefront that doesn't even offer you a pro consumer support? Because, yes, you have shitty developers that are showing shovelware and they don't have a refund policy. So, yes, it is what it is. It's a service problem. Yeah, CNT Retail saying the only main store still holding on to payment ties and 30% junk fee. Xbox, Nintendo, and PC Station, they are still having that 30% fee. GOG, I haven't checked that one to this day. Despite that, yeah, I still don't know. Could be less, could be the same. But yes, those indie developers are the ones taking advantage of GOG because of the DRM frame, because that's how you build goodwill from your target audience for the most part. Something that even this fucking moron cannot understand. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.